So that I've been travelling with a band. I've also been travelling all over the world, and I would have loved to take people like you to some of the places that I've been and show you some of the real need of children in some of the countries that I visited in Haiti, in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, in India. I'd love also to show you the way that Christian organisations and ministries are making an incredible impact, not least World Vision, which is what I want to share with you tonight. I've just come back from India on behalf of the band, where we've opened a school on our fall tour. We raised money to finish off the building of a school and to pay salaries for staff for the next 3 years. And every child that was sponsored on that fall tour, World Vision and Third Day put money into our school project in India. And tonight we're going to do the same. I know that times are hard. All of us are worried about the economy at the moment. But you know, when Paul writes in the second letter of Corinthians, he said this, he says this, that, listen to these words, God's people give generously to the poor. Their good deeds will never be forgotten. If you're worried about your investments, then you can't make a better investment than an eternal investment into the kingdom of God. And you could do that tonight through the ministry of World Vision. I can't take you to some of those places, but I can do the next best thing. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. He's called William. He's from the Sudan, and he's part of the Lost Boys of Sudan. I want you to give him a very big welcome as he comes on stage tonight. Thank you. I'm going to ask William a couple of questions. William Deng is here as a World Vision volunteer tonight, and we're going to ask him about that in a moment. But first of all, William, we haven't got loads of time, but tell us about your story. Tell us where you're from and just some of your experiences. I'll hold the mic for you.
Thank you all. Can you hear me? Yes. All right. I have a problem since I came to these countries with language and weather. I can't get used with this cold, and I can't get acquainted to English language. So forgive me. My name is William Deng. I'm from Sudan. One of the lost boys of Sudan. If you know that movie is called The Lost Boy of Sudan, I'm the lost boy of Sudan. But I don't think you see me like a boy right now. I'm a man. So the history is really so long and big, and I will quiz it in 2 minutes. Just be patient. The war broke out in Sudan in 1983 because missionaries from the West take Christianity to Sudan and teach the Southerners with Christianity and leave them there. So when Arab came, they want to convert that Christian to Islam. And when they say no, this is the consequence of the war. So they have to choose either to be a Muslim or to die. And we Southerners took the cross and said we better die for the cross instead to become a Muslim. Yes! And to confirm it, if you go to the website and Google dingacross.com, you will get a lot of cross in the website, because we took the cross for the sake of Christ. So that war damaged Sudan in 1983. We flew from 1 to 2 to 3 to 100 to 10 to 200 until we end up in Ethiopia in 1988. 20,000 lost boys. And that 20,000 lost boys, half of them died because of starvation, because of wild animal, because of thirst of water, because of lack of food. When we reach Ethiopia, we all bony. We don't look like this. We look skeleton because we shrink from eating the tree, the leaf of the tree and root of the tree. Our teeth were so dark. Anyway, we survived. So that is make us to be called the lost boy of Sudan. The group of boys from 5 years old to 12 years old just moving alongside by themselves without elders, without accompany people, this is why we call the lost boy.
Thank you. Now, William, I want you to speak on behalf of all the boys and girls that could be sponsored tonight through World Vision. Why, you know, you've lived in 2 or 3 African countries, you've lived through terrible hardship. What difference is it going to make to the life of a boy or a girl tonight if one of these folk here decides to take them into their family and sponsor them?
I will say thank you, West, the western of the continent. So the one boy or one child which is going to adapt tonight will change the life, because you will not worry where to get food, where to get water, the clean water. I mean clean water. People are still drinking stagnant water in the third countries. So if you sponsor a child tonight, that child, you save the life and change his mind from the world of food, clothes, just basic things, food, clothes, and shelter. And that is really very important, and it will change the life of that child you sponsor. So, like me, I can say thanks for United States of America. They sponsored me. And 4,000 lost boys right now in the United States getting a new life. That is why I look like this. I was not like this. So that changed my life. That changed my worry. That changed my security. And it will be the same with the child you are going to sponsor. You will change life.
Thank you ever so much. Fantastic. Thank you, William. Stay there. I want to bring out Karen very quickly. Karen is our World Vision rep, and